How you doing, everybody? Nick DiVirgilio here to play for you and talk to you about this Manuel Rodriguez Alegria Cajon. This is a really cool cajon that comes at a great price. And as you could probably tell from the painting on the front panel here, it looks like a guitar sound hole and 6 strings. And the reason that's there is because Manuel Rodriguez is actually a world-renowned Spanish guitar luthier. And what they do is a lot of the big pieces of wood that's left over when they make their guitars, they don't waste that wood. They make cajons, the front faceplates of the cajons out of them, and it's a really cool thing. This is a fiber body. The box is actually fiber, and you have a birch front faceplate here. And this cajon, to me, sounds really actually more traditional than most cajons. It's actually made in Madrid, Spain, at their factory there. And the way they put the snare wires on this particular drum just gives it a very traditional sound. So how they do that is down the side here, the left and the right side, from the bottom all the way to the top, there's actually just 2 pieces of wire on each side, so 4 total, held on by a little bit of Velcro, and then connected at the bottom with a Allen screw. You get an Allen key when you get the drum that's in the back, so you actually can adjust the snare wire tension if you need to, but right out of the box it sounds fantastic, so I haven't touched anything. But you can adjust it, and a lot of cajons these days have snare wires in them, and what they normally do is they cut snare wires, the typical snare wires you see on the bottom of a snare drum. They usually cut them in half and then mount those on the inside of the cajon, which is great too. But the way this is with just the 2 wires, it has just a unique kind of buzz sound that it's more traditional. I don't know how else to explain it other than that, but it just has a really cool, nice traditional sound. It's comfortable to sit on and comfortable to play, so let's get into how this thing sounds and how it plays. You can control the snare wire buzz by how you cup your hand when you hit the middle of the drum. So right there, I deadened it up a little bit, kind of made a little bit of an air pocket. And when you hit it like that, the snare wires just don't buzz as much. When you open your hand a little bit more, don't use the kind of air pocket thing, they'll buzz more. My hand's just kind of flat like that. So you can go back and forth and play both ways in your grooves. Just a really, really cool instrument. Cajons are all over the place these days. They're really popular in pop music and singer-songwriter kind of things, low volume, house of worship gigs, just in the recording studio. They're really, really cool. They're perfect if you have a gig where you don't need to bring a whole drum kit. You can bring your cajon. You can add other percussion elements with it, shakers and tambourines along with your cajon, and just take it into a myriad of different situations and musical styles. They're really, really great instruments, and they're definitely worth checking out. This particular cajon, too, is really loud. The volume of this cajon is nice, and it really projects, and that low end is just boomy and really kind of fills up the room. So it's a really, really cool drum. I highly recommend you checking it out. This is the Manuel Rodriguez Alegria Cajon. If you want any more information about this particular drum, just contact your Sweetwater sales engineer.